Hello and welcome. My name is John from Totally Vapes, and I'd like to do a series of short videos here to help people, in particular beginners, to answer a few questions and help you through some of the basics of what to do. I realize there are a lot of videos out there on how to wrap coils and product videos and so on and so forth, but these are videos that I'm going to do that are geared more towards the beginner and how to do some of the basic things and what's going to work for you. And the first thing is, if you're new to vaping or you're interested in vaping, there's a lot of choices out there. These are just some of them. And it can be really quite overwhelming for a lot of people. And you have to wonder, what am I going to choose? And I don't know. And I see this person uses this and that person uses that. And my buddy has this and my friend has that. And it can be quite overwhelming. So I'm here to help you navigate through that. So we're going to look at, in our first video, I'd like to discuss first off, what is vaping? So what vaping is quite simply, you're taking a liquid and you're heating it up and it creates a vapor. And that's what it looks like smoke, it feels a lot like smoke, but it is not smoke. There's no combustion. When you look at your typical bottle of e-liquid, and you ask, well, what's in a bottle of e-liquid? Well, what it is, your primary ingredients is propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin, and then it's mixed with some water-based food flavoring. It might be thinned out with distilled water, and you can have nicotine added to it in varying levels. And that's pretty much all it is. And the way it works, quite simply, is you would put the liquid into a tank, something like this, for example, and you put the liquid in, and the base would be delivers power via battery, and you would set your wattage or voltage, and I'll help you through that. And basically there's a coil inside. It's going to heat up, and as that heats up, it's going to create a vapor, and that's what you're going to vape. Just like that, very simple, very easy. And the other question you may have is it bad for me? Well, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not going to pretend to give you all kinds of medical knowledge that I don't really have. However, it is propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin. Been around for a long time. These are products that you ingest on a regular basis anyways. They've done long-term studies on propylene glycol. It is the number one ingredient in asthma inhalers. They use it in fog machines and all kinds of other things. And vegetable glycerin is a product that you would find in everything from food products to toothpaste and so on and so forth. So, it's something that you would commonly ingest anyways. In terms of, what have I heard on the media? I've heard all kinds of bad things. Well, sure, there's been a lot of bad press. There's no question about that. But, the fact is that they don't always have the facts straight. We've heard, there's a study that said there's formaldehyde in there. Well, when you read the study, you realize that the study is bogus at best. Some of these studies, what they'll do is they'll have a tank and run it dry and start running power through it. So what you're really testing is not anything near vaping. But there are a lot of good sites out there. There's Dr. Farsalino, who does a lot of studies in that, and he would be a really excellent source to look at. There's several others out there. Anyways, with that being said, we'll move on to our next video, and we'll see you soon.